It is the West Plain Vanguard. I think they could do it. I just really think that they need to step their game up, and we are heading into the ban section now. If you are new to the stream, if you're new to the Liberty Rivals League, first of all, welcome. We do run a tournament advanced format, so if you're new to tournament advanced, it's not like basic bans where each team gets a ban and protect, and it goes for both teams. Your team bans out what you don't want to go against, but you still have that option on the board if you decide to keep it. So we are seeing a torch ban coming in alongside Emma, and then a cloak protect.
I feel like this Emma Mag ban coming from the side of KC Misfits is so common. Those are two of the most ratty and annoying tanks to play against, and I mean last season they really just dominated gameplay. And so that's no surprise to me coming from the side of KC Misfits. I'm interested to see if West Plain Vanguard are going to respond with banning out some tanks as well.
Yeah, I think tanks, especially in the metas that we have, with this Emma Mag being gone, definitely something you should look for, especially going up against the tanks of KC. Looks like Crave or Craventure, whatever, however you want to call it. He has a Groot Lord that he's hovered over right now.
I think that we can shorten it to Crave. His Discord name is Crave, so.
Yeah, Crave. We'll go with Crave. Crave's good. Emma ban coming in as well, so no Emma for either team. That's definitely
Emma is off
as expected.
The board. I'm surprised the only DPS that's been banned at this point is Torch. Is that surprising to you?
Maybe not that surprising, especially having a team like Vanguard with not as heavy of a hit scan presence, at least from what I remember. So dealing with flyers is definitely a no-go for that team. And you also see them hovered over the Magic right now. I think they have a game plan. So, and then on the other side, I mean, KC, they have a good idea what they want to do. They want to ban out the supports that are really annoying. They want to ban out the meta tanks. You see a Strange Protect coming in. Saw that one coming.
But right now, we have Scuba Steve hovered over that Bruce banner. Is Skibo going to take the Strange? Are they going to switch it up? Are they trolling us with their hovers? I don't know what's going on. But it looks like we are potentially going to see a Bucky come out on both sides of the board here.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
That would be fun to see.
I do see the Bucky. I see a Loki on the side of Vanguard, so that could be nice too. But for KC, they banned out Invis at the end, so the only real good defensive support ult you have is Cloak and Dagger. And that protect came in on both ends, so assuming you're gonna have a cloak on both sides if you are protecting it. And J-Boy's on the Magic as well.
Right. I'm just really excited. I love Hell's Heaven. Break down this map for me and tell the viewers what you think needs to happen on both sides.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I mean, you have dive on both ends. Magic did just get a buff. Recently, we are in Season 4, so Magic could be huge on either side. I've seen J-Boy's Magic a little bit. I can't say that it was anything to write home about, but he definitely knows what he's doing with the character. And on the other side, I mean, I'm not sure what to expect from Vanguard, but I think that's going to be huge. 5, and then having the 4, Bucky as well.
3,
Bucky
2,
is always a good pick,
1.
Has been a good pick from Season 0. And headed into this new season, he's still definitely a good hero to have in your pool. But that one big difference you're going to see is the mag for KC Misfits, and that could end up being a problem for Vanguard.
Hulk is the first in for the side of the Vanguard, just trying to get in, get out, be ratty, and KC Misfits, I mean, we're seeing them play together and stick together. Just classic KC is exactly what we're used to out of this KC Misfits team, and they are going to, looks like they are going to be able to capture this point first.
Yeah, they are. They take out Baloney, who was on that Strange tank gone. That's your only shield tank as well. So KC just able to take this space and continue to try and wreak havoc. You do have a Jet coming out from Eris as well. So Jeff Cloak is the backline for KC, but right now, just trying to take this space. J-Boy's using that new team-up ability, and it gets in that magic duel as well versus Sleepy. Can't really find anything, but again, just KC holding this pressure, making sure that Vanguard can't touch.
Yeah, they're doing a great job at really just holding them off here. I want to see some teamwork on the side of West Plains Vanguard. Some focus fire. They really need to just call out who they're targeting and focus them together and take them out one at a time. If this magic Miss Sleepy for the side of West Plains Vanguard can get into that backline and do some damage on those supports, that would be huge. But with both teams or playing that no, they're not the Loki. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just kidding.
So having that Loki, though, for Vanguard could be detrimental. You already see Trolls. He has his ult. So he's going to want to go in with that as well. Holt gets pulled in. Nice little grip coming from Winter Soldier. We have Holt coming as well. Crave looking to get the dunk, but not able to find the kill, so that Cloak ult is alive, and we have more ults being popped as well. The reset does come through for Big Oats. Can he find a few more? It looks like right now it's not going to be the case. KC, they're still holding on. 4v5 right now on the point.
Yeah, we just watched West Plain Vanguard invest 2 ults, and it was all for nothing, really. I mean, they're getting some playtime out of it. Hulk's still able to stay on that point, but he needs some help out there.
Yeah, no, he definitely does. Hulk, he is able to pop the ult, so he's going to be able to stall. We're going to see a portal come in for the side. Oh, no, I mean, Strange is still on the point, so Hulk just trying to stall as long as he can, but he gets taken out. The reset gets come in as well. The Strange has pop ult, but not able to do so. And now he's going to get the resets on the Loki. The ult is going to be done, but a nice Bucky ult to close out that round.
Yeah, it definitely was a nice Bucky ult. It definitely finished, closed out that round, secured that point for them. Do you feel like it was a warranted investment, or should he have saved it for like this next round? Considering Hulk was the only one on point, really.
I mean, I see why you use it. He got his ult really fast in that first round, so it's like. And just Bucky in general. Bucky can really farm an ult quickly. It does suck that he had the reset, so he doesn't really get any percentage back.
With my light daggers and your soul sword, we can handle anything they throw
in regards to
our way.
ults in general for both sides, KC Misfits, they're still up quite a bit. Jeff ult could have a lot of value on the map that we're on right now. I think this one.
Then let that be their final mistake.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the names exactly. Don't quote me, but this is the one that has the ledge on the point. So Jeff could be massive here. You also have that Moon Knight ult on the side of Vanguard, and they don't have any defensive ults to really protect that Cloak. Octu was able to pop his ult towards the end of that last round as well, so could see a big Moon Knight ult.
Definitely could. A big Moon Knight ult could counter that Jeff ult and possibly even a magic ult, but we'll see how it all plays out. Speaking of that magic ult and the Jeff ult, they're both coming out now, and that Moon Knight ult isn't going to do a whole lot to counter it, like I was saying. So I, again, don't know what I'm talking about, but if the truth goes down, and he does, that's 5 down for the side of West Plains Vanguard. Strange be able to stay up for now, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, unfortunately, just not a whole lot of value coming out of that Moon Knight ult. Could have been massive, but the magic from J-Boy is really coming up big there on that first attack. And like, once again, Misfits, they have full control of this point. J-Boy is just getting out with his life. They did swap over to that Groot, so Scuba Steve, he's trying to look for some sort of combo maybe with his DPS, as he's getting a little bit aggressive here. Drops some walls down, but his Strange is about to die. J-Boy is able to find another. A lot of ults being invested here. We do have the Cloak ult that got popped to save, and a nice wall coming out from Scuba Steve to block the mag. But again, just answers back and forth. You have a Cloak ult pop for KC Misfits, and not a whole lot of kills going down. J-Boys does fall pretty early in that fight, but Vanguard, they're not able to get any sort of aggression here because of the Cloak ult.
Yeah, unfortunately, this West Plains Vanguard team is just not able to touch this point. They're not able to push up at all. You saw Big Oats there, or Baloney Time, I'm sorry, trying to push up, but his team is just not going with him, and he can't do it by himself. I thought this close was going to invest her ult, try to get them to point, but that doesn't seem to be the case either.
Fortunately, not the case. We do have the Bucky ult for KC Misfits, but on the other side, you have a lot of ults that you're sitting on. I think they're trying to get maybe a group Moon Knight combo. Pretty basic, but as I say it, it comes in. Are they going to be able to find anything? It looks like the sustain is just enough for the side of KC Misfits to stay alive there, and Bucky from KC Misfits, Slay, he is going in right now, able to get a couple resets, and just like that, KC Misfits take map number 1.
They sure do, and it was in a dominating fashion. Unfortunately, West Plains Vanguard just didn't have the manpower. They weren't doing the damage to break through. We're gonna see the scoreboard here in just a minute, but I mean, it just felt like that map was all KC all the time.
Yeah, I mean, KC, they got the point. There was a lot of pretty close fights, I feel like, but they just weren't able to capitalize on the ults that they were using. You had the cloak ult early from the side of Vanguard. They were trying to get pushed up, but they weren't able to get any sort of aggression. Then immediately matched by Octu's cloak ult. And the Misfits, they just held that position.
Yeah,
so
and
it was
unfortunately,
a really
their
tough situation.
0 and 7, 0 and 5. Only 3 kills coming out of the side of the West Plains Vanguard. I'm really interested to see how they switch up their strategy here heading into map 2. KC was playing so grouped up, gave him so much value. Unfortunately, the follow-up just wasn't coming through. Again, it all comes down to teamwork and those audio cues. You've just got to talk to each other and make sure you let your teammates know who you're targeting. We do have a substitute coming in on the side of West Plains Vanguard. They are taking out Baloney Time and subbing in the Lorebringer.
Okay. I did get a chance to play with Lore a couple games of ranked. He's actually a pretty solid tank. I liked seeing him on the map. Yeah, I think he's pretty solid. Also, I see in that top left corner, they know I'm here. They know I'm casting. And Sleepy on the Squirrel Girl. Now, albeit, Squirrel Girl did get a little nerf. And if you are a Squirrel Girl connoisseur like me, okay, you do feel it. But she's just such an annoying presence on the map. And I know the character gets a lot of hate, but if you're a good Squirrel Girl player, you can make her work in just about any situation, especially on a map like, or in a game mode like Convergence, right? You know, you have those tight angles where Squirrel can just get so much value. Same, you know, the same thing with the Moon Knight. And the way that they're grouped up, this could definitely, again, be something that they can make work, but it really falls on the teamwork between the Squirrel and the Bucky. Squirrel needs follow-up.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. And so, again, it's just going to come down to whether or not this West Plains Vanguard roster can find the teamwork. And the Lorebringer is actually, he's not the captain. Skibo Baskets is the captain of the team, technically. Lorebringer is the owner of the org that they're playing for, though. And like we touched on earlier, he was just a warm presence on the map when we got games in with him. Great attitude, great personality, just great comms. So I'm wondering if maybe that's why they made this swap, just to kind of have that energy with them on the map. I don't know, but we'll definitely have to wait and see. I know that I have to say it, I'm cheering for Vanguard here. I really want to see the first map 3 of the Liberty Rivals League right now. So
yeah,
I'd love to
like
see Vanguard pull it out here in this map too.
It does look like Vanguard actually missed a ban, but they discussed it, and Emma is going to be the possible GA ban. Obviously, GAs aren't enforced. It's not a rule, but if you respect it as a team, that's great. Honestly, and props to you. We do see a strange ban coming in from Vanguard as well as the Torch. Once again, they're just not comfortable playing against the Torch, and I understand. On a map like this, Torch can be a nuisance. On the other side, you see the Punisher, because it looks like Crave is trying to run the Iron Man. The Wolverine ban comes out as well. which honestly I don't know that Vanguard has a Wolverine, so that's cool. You know, get that guy out. Luna
The
gone from
right
both
heroes
sides,
could make
and
all the
a
difference.
Loki save coming in from the Misfits. So very, very interesting ban and protects coming in. You do see a mag save as well. Steve wanted that mag, and mag is just a huge person to have on the map, especially having that cloak being so annoying. Octu got free ults because there was nobody to counter it. So I like that protect coming in.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? What is happening over here on KC Misfits? It looks like they are running 3 tanks.
I think
Are
right
they
to
doing
goes.
3 tanks, 3 heals? Is that what I'm seeing? I'm waiting for. They
Stay
are.
strong.
And some goats.
And I can tell you right now, I don't
Tell me
think
why I
West
should
Plains
introduce
Vanguard
you to scrap
has
this very
the
second
damage to match
Voltron.
this.
Okay, we are seeing a 3-1.
We have beaten
for a
death
little
before
bit. Maybe
on
Eris is
our
just pulling out the Spidey
It came at a cost.
for fun.
We saw Eris on
I
the
don't
Spider-Man last week also doing some damage there on Central Park. Probably hoping to do the same thing here, but on the flip side, Skibo seems to be anticipating that, and he is already posted up with that
Namor with no Hulk, so you're not going to have that team up, unfortunately, but we are seeing a little bit of a dive coming out from the side of KC with that Cap, with that Thor as well. A trip tank, you're right, they don't have a whole lot of damage to deal with it. You have Big Oats on that Bucky to really just be a nuisance. They are able to find that first pick, though, on the Crave, so nice job from Vanguard to make that happen. They are on defense, so they can just continue to hold this choke. But to be able to find a trade on the Lorebringer as well. Big O's trying to pull in the mag. Unfortunately, not able to finish off that kill, but a nice start from Vanguard.
Definitely a nice start. I mean, they're holding, they're doing well. Both teams down 1 at the moment. I guess Crave is back in the fight, but it's 1-1 essentially is what it is right now. Kills coming out from both sides of the board. You see Big Oak just trying to do damage and trying to be efficient with that Bucky. Eris did swap off of the Spider-Man. He's now on Loki, and they're holding the triple build to help. They've also swapped over to Iron Man. Changing so fast.
Swaps are happening. To be able to get that dunk onto the cloak. Bucky is able to get a reset off the Loki clone. Looking for another, able to find that one as well. Getting a little bit of heals from the Jet Bolt too to stay alive. Just trying to wait out that Mantis, but unfortunately gets left and not able to find a reset on an actual player. So Vanguard, they're just looking to back up here. And KC Misfits, they do take that first one.
Yeah, this is definitely going to go to KC Misfits here. At this point, they're going to start pushing this statue of Bass and see if they can get it all the way. But, I mean, it's just such an interesting lineup to me.
The KC Misfits lineup?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying something with the Cap, trying to be a little bit divey. You don't have a whole lot of sustain from KC, but I think Octu's trying to do a lot more of the damage boosting and getting his own damage versus really having that sustain, because honestly, it's working in their favor. But you do see the combo coming out from Groot and Namor, but the greens were in from Eris. Huge play coming out from Loki right there.
Yeah, this Iron Man definitely from Crave wants to ult, and there he goes as I say it, and he's going to take out two of their healers. Ultron is off the board as well, and West Plains Vanguard, just like that, finds himself wiped off the board.
Yeah, and I see the ideas coming out from Vanguard. The biggest issue is just the lack of communication when it comes to the things that counter what they want to do, right? So you have a huge play with the Groot. Groot able to find a couple people in that ult, and you have the Namor ready to go. But unfortunately, you just weren't prepared for the green. So what could have been a huge play is just a loss of 2 ults. And then you have KC, they're just cycling through these Mantis ults, whether it's Loki or Octu. that aggression there is just so frustrating. You have both these sports in the back line getting bullied out while the capture comes in as well. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left for KC Misfits to get this last point.
Yeah, this is just... I don't even know what West Plains Vanguard can do at this point. They've got to find some teamwork. And you see Groot just trying to play his life and trying to wait for his team to get up, but it's just not happening fast enough. And this KC Misfits team is just diving them out, pushing them back, and they're not really able to find their footing.
They still have a lot of ults to work with, so it's not over yet. They just swapped the trip support as well. And that's definitely a good thing to have against this KC Misfits squad. Mag ult gets popped and invested as well. Not able to find anything with it. But you do see an Iron Man ult come from Crave. Isn't able to find anything. Big Oats though with his own ult on the Ultron. A lot of ults getting invested here. Is able to find one. A Groot ult coming out as well. Everybody is pressing Q, it seems. Vanguard though still up on ults. Eris does, I think he copies Captain America right there. And we have a Jet ult coming out as well. Yep, a lot of ults.
A lot of ults. There's so much happening. The Jet ult comes out for the side of West Plains Vanguard. He's trying to get away. The Namor ult as well. Just a lot of ults, not as many kills as I'd like to see, considering all of the ults that were invested.
Yeah, no, and now KC, because of all those ults being invested from Vanguard, they're able to once again just continue to walk. Octu popping that ult at the end just because he knows round's over.
Right.
Vanguard, again, they have the right ideas. They just need to capitalize on the stuff that they're doing, and they need to be sure that if we are investing, we win the fight. That's the biggest thing, because honestly, they're investing a lot. They have a lot of the right ideas. The Groot ults were huge, but unfortunately, again, it's either no follow-up or just a huge save coming out from the supports of KC Misfits.
Absolutely, and we're actually, looks like Lorebringer is thinking about putting that Groot away. Looks like Vanguard's talking about strategy here. We'll see what they decide to do. Miss Sleepy going back to DPS. They're going to try a solo tank, maybe?
Maybe so. I just see a Hulk coming out.
2 tanks, 1 DPS. We'll see where Miss Sleepy ends up going here.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
On the flip side, it looks like Slay has brought out the Penny.
It will take more than light to solve our problems.
You're underestimating
Penny
my
Rocket.
light.
Swap to the rocket.
That's okay. Happens all the time.
Put the mag away. He's going to Thor.
We going to the Thor. Okay, so we do have what a 2-1-3 coming out from KC Misfits. With that Bucky on the other side, you have the Hulk, Namor. There's going to be a heavy dive this time around. I think KC's playing that anti-dive. Miss Sleepy on the Squirrel Girl. This is what I've been wanting to see. Honestly, going to be good against this Penny comp. So good ideas for the swaps on both sides. West Plains Vanguard, they are now on offense. Can they find the same sort of push that Misfits found there in that first round? Hoping that they can. Like I said, we want to see that map 3. We want to see that final map to be played here. But in KC, they're just a tough squad. We do have trades coming out. J-Boys gets taken out, so that's Beacon gone. On the other side, we do have a revive coming into Vanguard. They have the advantage right now.
Vanguard does have the advantage right now. We'll see if they can capitalize on it. This Thor and this Bucky are just doing so much damage and applying so much pressure that it's difficult for them to move up and navigate the map. And these tanks don't want to turn the corner and leave themselves open and without their healers. But we are looking at a potential flank from Grave here. Takes out Cloak. Trying to get that Squirrel Girl. She's got heal from the Hulk, so he's going to have to back up and at least get a health pack here. But now he's got support from this Loki. Greens come out for the side of KC Misfits, and West Plains Vanguard are being pushed all the way back once again.
And once again, that mag goes down using the Beacon. So Beacon's not going to be up for the side of Vanguard. Bucky getting a lot of damage in For the side of KC Misfits, Crave just putting the pressure on alongside that Thor. And yeah, just a nice hold so far from the Misfits. Not able to get a grab there, but looking to get this ult out as well. Twirl ult does come through. I don't know that it's going to be able to find anything here.
It looks like Hulk was able to stun him and cancel that Thor ult.
Yeah, it's like everybody and their grandma can cancel a Thor ult where it just squirms. But do see Bucky. He is able to pull out the Hulk, get him out of that form, and immediately kill him. Rocket goes down as well. All kills in favor of KC Misfits right now.
Yeah, West Plains Vanguard is doing everything they can, but it really feels like KC Misfits are just everywhere on the map.
Yeah, I mean, they're being so annoying, getting pushed up, not going too far, like be in their spawn, but just getting aggressive past this choke point. Bucky able to get a nice pull on both of the tanks here. Still looking for a good chance to pop the ult, but the Hulk ult does come out from Steve. Trying to find something here. He is able to get Thor out of the sky, but a cloak ult does come through as well from Vanguard. It looks like they're investing a lot here. This could be final fight territory for the side of Vanguard. A Namor ult coming out as well. He's able to find Thor. Is the revive going to come through? I'm not even sure. Yeah, they do have the rocket, but J-Boy's not having that beacon up. 3 go down for Vanguard.
That Penny ult comes out, just trying to stall, do all that she can, but it's not going to happen. And Vanguard tapping the point, making some progress here. They just have to make sure that they stay on the point. You see their tanks getting aggressive, trying to push up, make some space, but they end up tapping that point, and now it's a brand new game. They are just trying to push it to the finish line.
Yeah, I mean, they got that extra 2 minutes, 30 seconds. They are not out of it yet. They still have some fight left in them. And honestly, nice ults coming out. They did invest quite a bit there, 4 to be exact, but they're right back on the cusp of those ults again, at least halfway for every single player that popped one. You do see Squirrel Girl go down pretty early in that push, but still just finding a little bit of footing. Vanguard, they're making some space, but can they keep the pressure on? A rocket ult comes out from Lorebringer, just trying to keep his team alive here in this fight. And you know, they're still holding on.
They are still holding on, but this Thor and KC, I mean, they're just being so aggressive. We do see that Mantis ult come out for the side of KC Misfits as Preventure tries. He is going off with that Bucky. Takes out 3, looking to make it 4. He jumps up, trying to take some more, but he is not going to find him. He is going to get away. He's not going to reset here. You can see Scuba Steve coming back, pulling an ult form. And Makoto Riven, they still have 3 ults to work with on the side of Vanguard. KC Misfits, none just yet, but they're about to have Thor and Rocket and Mag.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of ults available for Vanguard.
Much better.
And Misfits, they're coming back on a lot of ults too. J-Boys has that rocket ult now. Yeah, about to have a Loki ult as well, so Misfits are in a good position to hold on here. Vanguard, they do invest that Hulk ult as well as a Namor once again finding a huge pick on to Bucky. Thor goes down as well. Now they're trying to make some space. The Squirrel ult comes out. Is it going to be able to find anything? It doesn't matter. Scuba Steve able to take out Aksu on that Mantis as well. Gets left, so rest of ult is going to end there, but nice little picks coming out from the side of Vanguard, keeping themselves in the game.
They are nice picks, and I love the response from their tanks to just immediately push up and apply pressure and make space and force KC Misfits to back up. If they can keep up this aggression and find these picks, it could be really huge. And there we have another pick on. I thought it was on Aksu. I thought he died. Maybe he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Okay. But he did get the rocket res. So, unfortunately, that's just going to be null and void. You lose that ult, and now Hulk has to be the one to try to touch, at least for the OT. But since he gets put out of form, it doesn't count as a contest.
1, 2, 3.
And Vanguard, they woke up just a little too late. KC Misfits able to hold on there after that first capture. And KC Misfits win the series 2-0.
They do win the series, and nothing against KC Misfits. I mean, they have a talented roster, even with the substitutes who came in. Like, they all played really well. They have, they're a top 3 team in this league for a reason, right? So, I mean, top 2, technically, if I pull up the standings. And there's good reason there. And us cheering against them for that map had nothing to do with KC. We just wanted to see the map 3. And everybody loves an underdog story. Much better stats coming out map 2 than we saw from them in map 1. So maybe the Lorebringer really did make that big of a difference. I don't know. But like you said, they just came alive a little too late and unfortunately weren't prepared for that first round there on the Hall of Dajalian.
Yeah, I mean, the domination was pretty rough, but you did see them come back a little bit on this convergence, and